Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I wanted to talk about today this topic called why can't I have my twin flame? As you know, twin flame as your teacher, your lover, your friend, the real friend, who is completing the wholeness within you. When I say who is completing the wholeness, it's not about the other person is completing the wholeness, but you yourself feels complete is when the relationship really happens, or maybe when you say like you come into your union. So why is that? Because the twin flame relationship is something you identify from your soul level. This is not something your brain says or your mind says, or something that you don't something that it is not like you go and see when you have a empty or a missing feeling, you try to fill with some other person. This relationship is all about how do you feel yourself, how you are completing within yourself, because you both share the one consciousness. So when the soul identify that the other person in the human form as your twin flame is where you experience a lot of inner struggle, lot of confusions. On top of that, to add on to that is a feeling of highly emptiness and the missing feeling, something you were desiring all the while. Everything is kind of coming up. Because the soul was desiring for that perfect love which exists in the fairy tale, and you are experiencing that, or maybe you're recognizing that in another human form. So why is it so hard to kind of embark on this journey of twin flame? Because the soul as such have gone through many incarnations. So when it went through many incarnations, that means you have many human form of life, and also the present life also you have gone through maybe very different experiences. You might be in different relationship. You might have gone through a lot of abuses, a lot of mental traumas, and a lot of other experiences. So the journey back to the soul, it really requires a lot of compassion and a lot of love. It has to be nurtured and taken care as a child. So that itself is accelerating the spiritual awakening in you. So who are in this journey, eventually you will land up on a spiritual path where you really look at how to take care of the things which is not really serving you. So the journey itself is kind of a transformation of your life for something really good, something really better. And the twin flame is a person who is really going to trigger all that in you, because this is a perfect relationship who will make you understand what you really are, what is your identity, what is the truth, who are you basically. So this is an opportunity to really go on and have that understanding of yourself and identifying the true, authentic you in you. So apart from that, this journey is also about a spiritual growth and an inner transformation, as I said. That means it is a total transformation of what you were before. And if you think there is a shortcut to kind of reach to the union with your twin flame, which is not really possible, because you have to be committed to this path. You have to be committed to the work. You need to have that dedication and the commitment to yourself, where you're really seeing things and doing the inner work to release each layer of separation within you. Why is it like that? Because the journey itself is discovering the divine in you. That means when you're healing each layer of separation, you are going close to the God. When you are going close to the God is where you are relieving yourself and identifying yourself as what you are, the divine part of you. So it is like you're going back to the source, the divine, the creator, and it's all about having a working relationship with the God. So where you are really moving upon what is coming up and releasing those patterns and the traumas, and then moving on to the next step. So whenever you take one step and the next step, and over you're doing those inner work, you're releasing those patterns which you were holding back over a period of time. So when you release each pattern and each layer of your separation, you're one step closer to your twin flame. So there is no shortcut as such. If you look at, the journey is all about teaching you the empathy, compassion, humility, mercy, sensitivity towards life, and how you're dealing in each situation, no deviating from the fundamental principles of love. So this is a transformational process, and none of the other relationship in the world will teach you this kind of transformation except the twin flame journey. So every time when you deviate from the fundamental vibration of love, you are again choosing the separation. So you have to be very, very much committed in terms of, and to be present in terms of coming back. You need to have a totally different perspective. You have to unlearn all the definitions of love and relationship you have been taught so far, you have been identified so far or recognized so far. You have to shed out all those layers of belief systems because the journey is a journey towards the higher love. And what you receive is the blessings in this journey. It's just not about the blessings, all the blessings multiplied, and it just goes on further. So until you heal the separation consciousness, it's very difficult to kind of have your twin flame with you physically manifested. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you.